Yeah. Alright, we back with another growing up with anime video. And honestly, this one is going to be something that a lot of people will thoroughly remember if you grown up like I have watching anime. So let's just kick it off, man. Start it off with Afro Samurai. Now, if you grown up in the anime community, then you probably seen the boom. Well, not probably. You probably heard of Samurai Champloo, and you know samurai shows like that. But what I'm about to talk about now is Afro Samurai. Now, Afro Samurai is about this badass of a samurai who lost his father in the competition of trying to collect headbands, and the sought after #1 headband which his father had, and somebody wanted to come and claim that, because that's just how it goes. If you have the #1 headband, then with that comes, you know, trial, tribulation, and non-stop endless fights. And Afro, seeing his father succumb to somebody who he thought would never succumb, who he thought would never be succumbed to, would just go on a revenge tirade of collecting headbands from, I think there was I can't remember how many there were, but there was like a handful of maybe 5 to 10 headbands, and he would go around collecting them, and he collect all of them, and through those he had to go and like kill a bunch of VAs who were like top dog, like don't come up and mess with them or you'll get your headpiece knocked off, right? Know what I mean? So Afro's like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and collect all of these, and I'm gonna get the #1 band to avenge my father and surpass him, because he's the one, the dude with the #1 band is unkillable. Like you can't kill him. He's that dude basically. And Afro goes in and challenges him for the #1 headband. That's basically it. But I'm doing it a disservice because the fights in this show are phenomenal. I love the way that they animated the fights. My God, bro, you can't. It's so unique and so something that you will only see in Afro because of the way that they animated the fights, how they chose, you know, sequences of hand-to-hand and then sword play, and then like how he just decimates his enemies, and how the gore in there, bro, is honestly quite breathtaking, if I might say. And just the voice acting too. So I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't think I've ever watched this anime in sub, because for one, Samuel L. Jackson voices Afro. He also voices the dude, the sidekick companion next to Afro, and they're both just phenomenal, bro. Like they do such a great job portraying and, you know, acting out these characters, from their mannerisms to how, you know, ridiculous they sound. And then the antagonist characters on point too. I would highly recommend y'all watch this in dub, because it's just that fire, bro. If you have not seen Afro Samurai and you need like an adult, action-packed, gory, you know, fighting anime to watch with some really good storytelling, if I might add, yeah, watch Afro Samurai, bro. Y'all will thank me later, bro. That's all I got to say. Moving right along, next is Cooly. Cooly is another one of those weird anime, kind of niche. Aired on Adult Swim, the original, and yeah, I'm talking about the original, the one with I think it's Taka, and the original girl on the moped. And basically what this is about is there's an alien invasion. The girl has come from outer space to release some sort of being who is supposedly her crush and she wants to date, and the only way to release this being is to hit this random boy with a guitar. It's just supposed to be like an activation sequence in order to release this alien being who's really, really powerful. And at first it would seem like she would just want to release him to date him, but the further you go along the show, you see that she wants to release him in order to take his power. And it's kind of weird. The show is kind of zany and all over the place, but in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, they have very funny scenes where they go like to manga pages and talk about Cooly and what is Cooly, and it made it seem so weird and sexual, but honestly, it just kind of was just wacky and very, very, very over the top, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if I can recommend this one to people who have never seen anime or are trying to get into anime, because it's just so wacky and over the top that it might throw some people off. Because at first when I saw it, it kind of threw me off. But then again, I like watching weird stuff too, so it kind of coerced itself back into my life to where I wanted to watch it again. And then they upped the ante a little bit with progressive and alternative. I've seen progressive, I have not seen alternative. I really want to watch alternative, but just haven't had the time to watch it. But I guess this is one of those anime for veteran anime watchers who have somewhat seen it all but haven't seen this one yet. So yeah, I guess I encourage you to watch it, because I don't think a lot of people know about this anime, especially with its opening and ending, especially the ending. The ending is so iconic, and that yellow moped, bro. I think it's stuck in a lot of kids my age, or a lot of adults my age's psyche, bro. Like, whenever you hear it, it's like, oh my god, I flash back to that little kid sitting on a bunk, laying in a bunk bed while his brother was sleeping, turning on TV. One of those TVs with the fat booty bosses, the fat booties in the back. One of those TVs, and you're just watching that and watching the ending over and over again, bro. It's what a time, bro. So yeah, if you're interested, watch Cooly. And the last anime I'm gonna talk about is Pokemon. Now, for those who are uninitiated, yes, Pokemon is an anime. It has always been an anime. It's just that when we were growing up, a lot of us didn't think that it was anime, because we were conditioned to believe that it was just a children's cartoon. When in reality, Pokemon is one of the darkest stories, or not one of the darkest, but it's a dark story nonetheless, about pocket monsters and forcing monsters to fight on the behalf of humans in order to win little badges and be known as a Pokemon master, bro. It's kind of ridiculous once you think about it. But yes, I watched Pokemon when I was little. I watched Kanto, I watched the Orange League, I watched a lot of it. And Pokemon is one of those shows that, well, for me, it was just a Saturday morning thing. I turn it on. I didn't mind watching it, but it's not one of mine. Like, it wasn't one of my go-tos. Like, it just came on Saturday. I like watching that, eating a bowl of cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, preferably, and just sitting down and watching some Pokemon. Now, I'm in no way as a Pokemon enthusiast. I do not collect Pokemon cards. I didn't really like the Pokemon games because that wasn't my thing. I did watch the first Pokemon movie, but after that was kind of it. And I did watch Detective Pikachu. That was a really good movie too. But other than that, I don't really have a strong connection with Pokemon. Pokemon is like one of those things that I did grow up watching, but it's not really, my cup of tea. So yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of Pokemon. If you have not heard of it, I guess you've been living under a rock. Can't really recommend this because it's more childlike. Well, the Americanized version is more childlike. Maybe if you read the manga or light novel, whatever it's called, maybe you might get some more lore and stuff out of it. But as far as I can tell, I mean, it's childlike in nature, and if you want to watch it's with your children or something like that, then by all means go ahead. You might put somebody else on some Pokemon and they might love you forever. Who knows? But that's pretty much it. Let me know what y'all think about these animes in the comments down below. Like the video, subscribe if you want to. If not, then that's cool. Still love you and appreciate you. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.